In relationships, there are subtle signs that reveal deeper feelings, often without a single word being spoken. When a man desires you deeply, his actions, behaviors, and body language will communicate his emotions more than any direct declaration. While words can express affection, it's the quiet, unspoken gestures that can sometimes reveal the most. These subtle signs are often overlooked, but they hold immense value in understanding the depth of someone's feelings. Human behavior, particularly in the context of attraction, is complex and multifaceted. Desires are not always overt and may manifest in ways that seem trivial, yet they speak volumes about someone's emotional connection. A man who deeply desires you won't just tell you. He will show you through his actions. He may not always be articulate about his feelings, but he will demonstrate his interest and affection in ways that make you feel special, valued, and cared for. It's in the little things he does, the way he makes you smile, remembers your favorite details, or seeks out opportunities to spend time with you, that true emotions come to light. Physical contact, for instance, is one of the most telling indicators of desire. When a man feels a strong connection, he will often initiate touch, whether it's as simple as brushing your hand or as intimate as leaning closer during a conversation. These actions speak louder than words. Similarly, the way he engages with you through eye contact, body language, or the depth of his attentiveness to what you're saying can reveal his feelings far more effectively than verbal communication. His nervousness or fidgeting when you're around may be an unconscious attempt to hide the intensity of his emotions, further highlighting how deeply he feels. Desire isn't limited to the physical or superficial aspects of a relationship. Emotional investment plays a critical role in these subtle signs. A man who desires you will show interest in your personal life, your goals, and your well-being. He'll pay attention to the little things you mention, not because he's being polite, but because he genuinely cares about the details of your life. When he expresses concern for your happiness, shows protective behaviors, or makes sure you're safe and content, it reflects a deeper attachment and a longing to ensure that you feel cared for. This emotional attentiveness is an unmistakable sign of desire, because when someone truly cares for you, they want to see you happy, secure, and successful. One of the most profound signs that a man desires you is his willingness to prioritize you in his life. He'll go out of his way to spend time with you, to engage in activities that bring you joy, and to support you through the ups and downs of life. This commitment to being present, whether physically, emotionally, or mentally, is a clear reflection of how deeply he values your connection. Whether through small gestures of affection, meaningful conversations, or actions that demonstrate his attentiveness, his desire for you will shine through. At times, these signs may be subtle, but collectively, they paint a picture of a man who is deeply attracted to you, invested in your relationship, and eager to build something lasting. By paying attention to these silent cues, you can better understand the depth of his feelings and how important you are to him. It's these little, often overlooked actions that can reveal the true extent of his desire for you. 1. He finds excuses to be near you. When someone desires you deeply, they will naturally try to be in your presence more often. One of the most telling signs of this is when he finds subtle excuses to be near you. These excuses can seem innocent on the surface, like asking for your help with something minor, joining you in the same activity, or taking a longer route to just happen to be where you are. His actions will feel spontaneous, but deep down, they are all motivated by the desire to be close to you, even if it's just for a few moments. This behavior comes from an internal longing to feel your energy, share experiences, and build a connection. If it's someone who's normally independent or reserved, this behavior might seem out of character, and that's because his desire to be near you is overriding his usual boundaries. Whether it's standing close to you during conversations or dropping by your workspace without a clear reason, these small gestures reflect a deeper emotional connection that he feels toward you. Even though he might not openly admit it, being near you gives him a sense of fulfillment and closeness. Being near you allows him to observe you, understand your moods, and make mental notes of what makes you happy or upset. He wants to make you feel comfortable with him, which is why he may engage in light-hearted conversation or offer small gestures of kindness. These subtle moves reflect that his attraction is more than just physical. He craves emotional intimacy and connection. If you notice this pattern happening often, it's a strong sign that his desire for you goes beyond the superficial. He wants to be part of your daily life, to share moments, and to build something more. 2. His body language mirrors yours. Body language is one of the most powerful ways people express their true feelings without speaking a word. When someone deeply desires you, they often unknowingly mirror your body language. This phenomenon, called mirroring, happens when someone subconsciously imitates the gestures, posture, or movements of the person they're interacting with. It can happen in various forms: leaning in when you do, crossing their legs when you do, or even matching the pace of your movements. Mirroring body language is a subconscious action that signals comfort and rapport. It's a way of saying I'm in tune with you. When he mirrors your movements, it indicates a deep connection that goes beyond surface-level interaction. His body is responding to yours in a way that shows he's attuned to your presence and genuinely interested in what you're saying or doing. If he's leaning in closer when you're speaking, or if he subconsciously shifts his posture to align with yours, it's a sign that he's trying to connect on a deeper, more intimate level. This subtle behavior is often a clear indication that he's paying attention not just to your words but to your energy, mood, and presence. Mirroring is instinctive and often happens when someone is attracted to you. It's one of the body's natural ways of creating rapport and showing interest. When you're with him and notice that he matches your body language in a way that feels almost like a dance, it's a powerful signal that he's not just listening to you. He's feeling the connection and is emotionally invested in the interaction. If this happens often, you can be confident that his desire for you is real and deep-rooted. 3. He gets nervous or fidgety around you. It's natural for someone to feel a little nervous or fidgety when they are around someone they deeply desire. This is a physiological response to attraction and emotional investment. If you notice that he becomes nervous or fidgety when you're near, it's a sign that his feelings are more than just surface level. This can manifest in various ways: him fiddling with his hands, adjusting his clothes, avoiding direct eye contact, or even stumbling over his words. These behaviors are often subconscious signs of vulnerability, indicating that he feels a little out of control or unsure of how to express his attraction to you. When a man desires you, his emotions can become overwhelming, especially if he's unsure whether or not you feel the same. He might not know how to act, which can lead to these nervous tics and behaviors. It's not about being insecure in himself, but rather the intensity of his feelings toward you. His nervousness shows that he's invested in how you perceive him, and he wants to make a good impression on you. It may be a little awkward at times, but it's a clear indicator of his deep desire and attraction. This nervous energy can also be seen in how he reacts when you give him attention. If he suddenly becomes quiet or overly animated in the conversation, it's likely because he's emotionally engaged with you and wants to keep the connection going. These nervous habits are his mind's way of dealing with the emotional intensity he feels. Instead of being a negative trait, this nervousness is actually a sign of his emotional depth and desire for you, making it a genuine indication of how much he's invested in you. 4. He makes prolonged eye contact with you. Eye contact is one of the most powerful and intimate forms of nonverbal communication, and when someone desires you deeply, they will often make prolonged eye contact with you. This isn't just a glance. It's a lingering, intense connection that can communicate more than words ever could. When he locks eyes with you, it may feel as though he's trying to look directly into your soul, and it's a sign of genuine attraction and emotional investment. Prolonged eye contact goes beyond just looking at you. It's about the depth of attention he's giving you. When someone is interested in you, especially on a deeper emotional level, their eyes will convey warmth, affection, and sometimes even longing. It's a way of silently saying, I see you, I care, and I want you to know that I'm paying attention to you. If he holds eye contact a little longer than normal, it can also be a sign of desire, as it's a way of trying to connect with you on a deeper level. This behavior can sometimes make you feel a little vulnerable, but it's a powerful indicator of how much he wants to be close to you. Eye contact creates a sense of intimacy, trust, and understanding. It's often unspoken but deeply felt. If he's looking into your eyes for extended periods, especially when you're speaking. It shows that he's fully present with you, emotionally and mentally. He's not distracted or looking around the room. He's focusing all his attention on you, signaling his deep desire to connect and engage with you in a meaningful way. What's more, prolonged eye contact often signals confidence and attraction. It's not a fleeting glance, but an intentional act that communicates his feelings. It's a silent declaration of his desire, his focus on you, and his willingness to be emotionally vulnerable. If you find yourself caught in these moments of eye contact, it's a clear sign that is telling you he desires you deeply, without ever saying a word. 5. He remembers the little details about you. When someone is genuinely interested in you, they will take note of the little things you say, and more importantly, they will remember them. These small details, whether it's your favorite book, the movie you mentioned once, or your preferred type of coffee, all show that he's paying attention and that he cares about what's important to you. If he consistently remembers these seemingly insignificant things, it's a powerful indication of his deeper feelings for you. Remembering these details shows that he's emotionally invested in your life. It's more than just listening. It's about actively engaging with what you've shared with him. When he brings up something you casually mentioned months ago, it can feel like he's been holding on to it because he values what you say. This isn't something most people do unless they have a real desire to connect with you on a deeper level. It goes beyond surface-level conversation and shows that he's taking the time to get to know you in a meaningful way. This behavior signals attentiveness and thoughtfulness. He may even surprise you by recalling things you've mentioned offhand and incorporating them into future conversations or actions. For example, if you mention that you love a particular type of food, he might surprise you with it on your next date, showing that he's been thinking about you and your likes. These small gestures speak volumes about how much he values you and how deeply he desires to make you feel special. It's a sign that he's not just interested in you for the moment, but he wants to know who you truly are, down to the smallest details. Additionally, remembering small things can reflect his emotional attachment to you. It's a sign of affection, care, and genuine interest in your happiness. When he makes an effort to remember your preferences, it shows that he's paying attention not only to what you say but to who you are as a person. This deep emotional engagement is a strong indicator of how much he desires you on both an emotional and intellectual level. 6. He goes out of his way to make you smile. One of the clearest signs that someone desires you is when they actively go out of their way to make you happy, especially when it comes to making you smile. He may do this by making you laugh, sharing inside jokes, or offering gestures of kindness, all with the goal of bringing a smile to your face. This is a clear sign that his feelings for you are not only based on physical attraction, but also on an emotional connection. He cares about your well-being and wants to see you happy, which is why he'll do whatever he can to lift your spirits. When someone goes out of their way to make you smile, it often means they are emotionally invested in your happiness. They find joy in seeing you happy and will go the extra mile to ensure you feel good in their presence. Whether it's giving you a compliment, sharing something funny, or doing something thoughtful for you, these actions reflect how much he desires to create positive emotions in your life. Making you smile becomes one of his goals because it makes him feel closer to you, and he wants to see your joy as a reflection of the connection between you two. This behavior also demonstrates his emotional intelligence. He's aware of what makes you happy and is tuned into your moods and emotions. When he senses that you need cheering up, he'll make an effort to be there for you, whether that's offering words of encouragement, cracking a joke, or simply being a supportive presence. The ability to recognize when you're down and then take action to bring you back up is a profound indicator of his deep feelings for you. It shows that he's not just attracted to your outward appearance, but is emotionally connected to your well-being and wants to see you at your best. 7. He initiates physical contact, even in small ways. Physical contact is one of the most intimate forms of connection, and when someone deeply desires you, they often initiate small gestures of physical touch. These can range from casual touches, like brushing your arm, to more deliberate actions, such as placing a hand on your back as you walk together. These seemingly minor gestures may not be overly dramatic, but they carry significant meaning when he is trying to convey his affection for you. When a man desires you, even the smallest form of physical touch becomes a powerful tool of communication. It's his way of expressing that he's comfortable with you and wants to build a connection that goes beyond just conversation. It may start with subtle touches, such as a hand on your shoulder or a playful tap on your arm. Over time, these gestures become more frequent and more meaningful. The touch feels natural because it's not forced. It's a sign of his comfort level with you and his desire to be closer. Physical contact is also a way of signaling affection and warmth. A man who desires you will often find excuses to close the physical gap between you. This could be something as simple as sitting a little closer during a movie or subtly touching your hand when handing you something. The desire to touch you often stems from a subconscious need to create a deeper connection. These actions may not always be overtly romantic, but they reflect his growing attraction and the comfort he feels when you're near him. Another important aspect of initiating physical contact is the feeling of reassurance it provides. When he touches you, even briefly, it can make you feel special and validated. It shows that he's not afraid to express his feelings in a physical way, indicating that his desire for you goes beyond words. If you notice him consistently reaching out for those small physical moments, it's a clear sign that he deeply wants you in his life and is using touch as a way to strengthen the bond between you. 8. He listens attentively when you speak. When someone deeply desires you, they will hang on to every word you say. One of the key ways he shows this is by listening attentively during conversations. It's not just about hearing you. He's actively engaging with what you say, remembering the details, and responding thoughtfully. This kind of focused attention is a clear indicator that he values your thoughts and emotions, and that is emotionally invested in your connection. Active listening goes beyond just nodding or offering a quick reply. A man who desires you will show that he's truly present in the conversation. He will make eye contact, lean in slightly, and give you his full attention. He won't be distracted by his phone or other people around him. His body language will indicate that he is entirely focused on you, which demonstrates his interest in understanding you on a deeper level. Listening attentively also means that he values your opinions and thoughts. If he's asking follow-up questions or expressing interest in your ideas, it shows that he cares about your perspectives. When someone desires you, they want to know more about your inner world, your dreams, and your values. He will seek to understand not just what you say, but also the emotions behind your words. This emotional engagement is a key sign that his desire for you isn't just physical, but rooted in a deeper, intellectual connection as well. Furthermore, he might bring up things you said in past conversations, showing that he's been paying attention and that your words hold weight with him. This demonstrates his commitment to building a meaningful connection with you. By truly listening, he's silently telling you that he wants to be a part of your world and that your thoughts and feelings matter to him. 9. He finds ways to spend more time with you. One of the strongest signs that someone desires you deeply is when they go out of their way to find opportunities to spend more time with you. This can take many forms. He may suggest plans to hang out, invite you to events, or even offer to help you with tasks just so he can be near you. The key here is that he's actively seeking to increase the amount of time you spend together, and is willing to make an effort to ensure you both have those moments. If he's someone who typically keeps to a busy schedule, his willingness to carve out time for you speaks volumes about how much he values your company. He might rearrange his plans, adjust his daily routine, or even sacrifice personal time to be with you. This behavior shows that he prioritizes you and that his desire to connect with you is important enough to make time for, even when his life is hectic. The way he suggests spending time with you can also provide clues about his deeper feelings. He might suggest activities that allow for more one-on-one time, such as going for a walk, having a quiet dinner, or watching a movie together. These activities are designed to allow you both to connect on a deeper level without distractions. If you notice him constantly finding ways to spend time with you, it's a clear sign that he wants to build a stronger bond and that he is invested in your relationship. Another aspect of this behavior is how he values the time you spend together. It's not just about being in the same space. It's about creating meaningful experiences that allow for emotional intimacy. Whether it's having deep conversations, sharing laughs, or simply enjoying each other's company, his goal is to strengthen the connection between you two. His efforts to spend more time with you are a reflection of how much he desires to be part of your life, both in the present and potentially in the future. 10. He often touches his face or lips when talking to you. When someone is deeply attracted to you, they may exhibit certain physical cues that reveal their emotions. One of the most common signs is when he touches his face or lips while talking to you. This subtle gesture is often an unconscious way of expressing desire or attraction. The face and lips are areas of the body that are highly sensitive, and when someone is nervous or emotionally charged, they may instinctively touch these areas as a way of dealing with the intensity of their feelings. If you notice him frequently touching his face or lips while engaging in conversation with you, it's a clear sign that he's feeling a heightened level of attraction. This could involve running his hand over his mouth, adjusting his glasses, or even brushing his chin or cheek. These actions are often unconscious and indicate that he is emotionally stirred by your presence. The face is one of the most vulnerable parts of the body, and when someone touches it while talking to you, it's a sign that they are open and emotionally invested in the interaction. This gesture can also indicate a certain level of nervousness or excitement. When a man desires you, he may feel a bit anxious about how you perceive him. Touching his face or lips is his way of grounding himself in the moment while also signaling his attraction. It's a physical manifestation of his inner feelings, showing that he's trying to manage his emotions while engaging with you. These small, subtle touches can be a clear indicator that he's drawn to you, and they often reflect the deep emotional connection he feels toward you. 11. He seems protective or concerned about your well-being. One of the most telling signs that a man deeply desires you is his natural tendency to be protective and concerned about your well-being. This doesn't necessarily mean he's possessive or controlling, but rather that he genuinely cares about your happiness, safety, and comfort. When someone is emotionally invested in you, they instinctively look out for your best interests, both physically and emotionally. If you notice that he consistently checks in on you, asks about your day, or makes sure you're safe, it's a clear sign that his feelings for you run deeper than just surface-level attraction. Protectiveness can manifest in many subtle ways. For example, he might make sure you're okay when you're feeling stressed or anxious, offering support and advice. If you're going through a tough time, he may be the first to offer a helping hand or comforting words. He might make sure you get home safely after a night out or go out of his way to ensure that you're not in any discomfort, whether physically or emotionally. This care isn't about being controlling, but rather about showing that he wants you to feel secure and supported in his presence. Beyond physical safety, his concern will also extend to your emotional well-being. He might be extra attentive to your needs and feelings, noticing when something is bothering you and offering a shoulder to lean on. If he senses that you're upset or stressed, he might go out of his way to provide comfort, or he may simply offer a listening ear, demonstrating that he values your emotions. This sense of protection reveals a deep-rooted desire to be there for you, no matter what you're facing. When a man exhibits protective behavior, it often means he sees you as someone special and worth caring for. He wants to shield you from harm, not because he feels possessive, but because he feels a deep, genuine connection with you and wants to nurture it. This behavior is rooted in love and affection, and it's a clear sign that he deeply desires you. 12. He often touches his face or lips when talking to you. The way someone behaves physically when talking to you can reveal a lot about their attraction. One common subconscious behavior that people display when they feel nervous or emotionally stirred is touching their face or lips. If you notice that he frequently touches his face or lips while talking to you, it's a strong sign of attraction, and it indicates that he is emotionally affected by your presence. When a man desires you, his body might give away his feelings through subtle gestures. Touching his lips, for example, can be a way of drawing attention to the most intimate part of his face, signaling both attraction and vulnerability. He might brush his lips, rub his chin, or gently stroke his face as a response to the emotions you stir in him. This physical behavior is often an unconscious act, stemming from the physical and emotional charge he feels when he is around you. Facial expressions and touch are deeply linked to emotional responses. For instance, touching his face or lips could be a way of calming himself, especially if he feels nervous or excited in your presence. The face is a sensitive and personal area, and when someone touches it in your presence, it can signal a desire to connect on a deeper level. This behavior suggests that his attraction to you is not just superficial, it's rooted in a genuine emotional investment. Additionally, These subtle movements can be an indication of how much he values the moment. The act of touching his lips or face while talking to you is his body's way of communicating that you are the focal point of his attention. It's not just about the words being spoken. It's about the emotional and physical connection between you two. If you notice him doing this often, it's a clear sign that he desires you deeply and that his emotions are aligned with his physical reactions. 18. He expresses interest in your personal life and goals. When someone is genuinely interested in you, they want to know more about you than just surface-level facts. A man who desires you deeply will make a conscious effort to learn about your personal life, aspirations, and goals. He won't just ask about your hobbies or what you're doing this weekend. He'll want to understand your deeper values, what drives you, and what you hope for in the future. His interest in your personal life goes beyond idle curiosity. It reflects his desire to know you on a much deeper level. For example, he might ask about your childhood, what your dreams are for the future, or what motivates you in life. He may also show a genuine interest in your career, your passions, and your personal beliefs. When a man is truly invested in you, he'll make an effort to learn about the things that matter most to you, because your happiness and success are important to him. This deep interest also extends to your emotions and how you view the world. He might ask how you feel about certain topics, your values regarding relationships, or your personal outlook on life. He wants to understand what makes you tick, what inspires you, and what challenges you face. His desire to know these details shows that he's emotionally engaged and is actively trying to build a meaningful connection with you. Furthermore, a man who desires you will support your goals and encourage you to pursue your dreams. He'll be genuinely excited about your accomplishments and will offer words of encouragement when you face obstacles. His interest in your personal life is not just about curiosity. It's about supporting you as you grow and succeed. This kind of investment is a strong indicator that his feelings for you go beyond physical attraction and are deeply rooted in emotional connection and admiration. 14. He gets jealous when others give you attention. A subtle yet significant sign that a man desires you deeply is when he shows signs of jealousy when others give you attention. Jealousy in moderation can be a natural reaction to feeling emotionally invested in someone. If he becomes protective or visibly uncomfortable when other people, especially potential romantic interests, give you attention, it's a clear sign that he has deeper feelings for you. This jealousy doesn't stem from possessiveness or insecurity. It reflects his desire to be the one to receive your attention and affection. He wants to be special to you and may feel threatened by the idea of someone else taking your attention away from him. The fact that he gets jealous shows that he deeply values your connection and wants to maintain the bond you share. If he notices that someone else is paying extra attention to you, he may subtly shift the focus back to himself, or he may express his discomfort by engaging more with you or making sure you're aware of his presence. While excessive jealousy can be unhealthy, a small amount of it can actually indicate that he cares. It shows that he wants to be the one to make you feel appreciated and valued. If he expresses his jealousy in a mature, respectful way, it's a sign that is invested in your emotional connection and is protective of the relationship you're building. This protective feeling is tied to his deeper desire to keep you close and to make sure that the emotional connection between you two remains strong. Jealousy also reflects his fear of losing you. When a man desires you, he doesn't want anyone else to come between you and him. This natural instinct to protect the bond you share can be an indicator of how much he wants to build something real and lasting with you. If you notice him becoming slightly jealous when others give you attention, it's a powerful sign that his feelings for you are genuine and deeply rooted in his desire to be the one who holds your heart. 15. He tries to impress you with small gestures. Another clear sign that a man desires you deeply is when he goes out of his way to impress you with small gestures. These gestures might not be grand, but they show that he's thinking of you and trying to make a positive impact on your life. Whether it's bringing you your favorite coffee, helping you with a task, or giving you a thoughtful compliment, these actions reveal his desire to win your affection and make you feel special. When someone is interested in you, they want to leave a lasting impression, and they often use small, meaningful acts to do so. For example, he might pay attention to things you like and surprise you with them. Maybe you mentioned once that you enjoy a particular type of flower, and the next time you see him, he's brought you one. Or perhaps you talked about a book or a movie you've been wanting to experience, and he surprises you with a thoughtful gift. These small gestures show that he's listening and that he genuinely cares about what makes you happy. In addition to material gestures, he may also go out of his way to impress you through his actions. For example, he might offer to help with something, whether it's something small like carrying your groceries or offering advice when you're facing a challenge. These acts are designed to show that he's reliable, thoughtful, and capable of taking care of you. His desire to impress you with these gestures reflects his deep emotional investment in the relationship. It's not just about impressing you on a superficial level. It's about showing you that he's willing to put in the effort to make you feel valued and appreciated. These gestures create a sense of connection and can help build a foundation of trust and affection. If you notice that he's consistently making small efforts to impress you, it's a clear sign that he desires you deeply and wants to see you happy.